Welcome to our Leading with Joy series, where we are exploring what it really looks like to live, lead, and facilitate with joy. Today, we are here with the one and only Leanne Mutlow. And I'm so excited to dive in and just chat about all things Joy Facilitator. I feel like, oh my gosh, your story of how you came into program is so fun and it's so inspiring. I can't wait to tell people more about it.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. Yay. Okay. Do you want to start off with no press, but like just sharing a little bit about who you are? Yeah, a little bit of a bio, a little bit of an intro, if you will.
Sure. Um, I am a coach and an EFT practitioner. I've been working as a coach for about 3.5 years, and I mainly work with clients that are dealing with like high emotional stress, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
a little bit of depression, stuff like that. Just those spaces that really drag us down and can be really difficult to walk through.
Yeah. Like the overwhelm, the stress.
Yeah, overwhelm. Yeah.
It's weighing you down, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And so, okay, let's go way back to not very
Okay.
long ago.
Okay.
When you signed up for Joy Facilitator program, or we could start with when you signed up for the Joy Nest, I guess, because that's where it all
Yeah.
began. Where did
I
it all
mean,
begin? Tell me.
So I've been watching you and what you've been doing for a few years and just always been really curious about it. But I was like knee deep in other training and stuff. So it was just on the peripheral, but always watching. And then I thought this fall, I really needed to do something just for me, like stop the training. Stop the training. Yeah, sure. That lasted what, 36 days? But I jumped into the Joy Nest because it looked like the kind of community that I wanted to be in. I wanted to be somewhere that I was interacting with people that were focusing on being uplifted and bringing good vibes into their life. So it looked really interesting. And I didn't know what you were doing at all. So I signed up and I started using the Joy Journal soon after I signed into the Nest. And the Nest, the community was amazing. And I just started to have a lot of fun in there. And your prompts and your input into the community really made an impression on me quickly. And so I started using the Joy Journal and I made a commitment because through my other training, I've often tried to be that stuck on doing that daily practice. I've gone through meditation training and EFT training, and my practice has been always there, but it hasn't been super consistent. And I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to try this journal out and see what happens. This journal has turned into a journey for me completely, right?
It's so
So,
good.
yeah, as of today, I'm on 135 days consistent in a row
Holy moly.
using the Joy method, the Joy journal, meditating, and within the first 2 weeks or so of doing the practice regularly and figuring out how it would fit into my life and how it's going to show up for me and creating my nest. I had fun even creating my little nest at the beginning. It was such a little, I don't know, a little journey in itself.
Yeah.
It started changing how I felt. Like I just was starting to notice that that overwhelm and stress that I work with my EFT and everything that just helps tremendously. It just got me consistent in my mindset to add to those other tools that I already use.
Right.
So that's when I think you put out an offering for this cohort of the Joy Facilitator program. And I was so impressed with the shift that I'd seen in, 3 weeks or 4 weeks, maybe, that I was like, I need to dive in. I need to dive in deeper to this. And I saw immediately how I could meld this with the work that I'm already doing.
Yeah.
And I signed up. It was crazy. And I really signed up, not even totally understanding what I signed up for.
That's a lot.
And there I was.
Yeah. Okay, I love it, and I loved witnessing you. This is like it feels like magic, the joy work, the practice of joy. It feels like magic. This is also why I started the Joy Nest, but it is so practical. And in the Joy Nest, really, we're using the joy method. We're doing our daily practice of joy with the daily joy journal and meditation, and it is a game changer. And I loved how quickly, because you were so committed. That's what I experienced in you, Leanne, is your level of commitment was like 110%. And that's why I think you reaped so many rewards right away. And I love, because to me, I'm talking more about the facilitator program from a personal and professional perspective. It's not just come in to teach joy. It's literally come in to embody this work and then lead from this grounded place of authentic experience, which makes it so much easier to actually show up and share, because you're literally just being who you are. You're not pretending to be someone you're not. If we never wear a mask, we never have to take it off. And I love the way in which you show up. I'm so grateful you said yes to the program. I know you're going to help so many others to also realize that this is not outside of us. It's actually who we are. And it's about the remembrance and coming back to it over and over again every single day.
And what I loved, because what I coach and what I like preach to my clients is small baby steps, easy, easy, easy. Do it with ease. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't add to the chaos. And the joy journal and the joy method is exactly that. Like, it's so simple
Yeah.
and it's so easy to just walk through quickly, even if you're doing it on the move, right? If you don't have time to sit down and like really dive into it before work, you can just do it as you're getting ready for work even, and walk through the method steps, and it just shifts your mindset for the day easy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And in the program itself, I have embodied it to the next level.
Yeah.
And it's still coming. It's still coming. We're only just over halfway through, and I can feel the shift. There's
Yeah.
been multiple shifts.
I love it. And so, okay, do you want to share with us what has felt unexpected about the program for you?
Well, I think I had the idea that I was just going to come learn this theory and how to, like, what are the steps, and go teach it. Here you go.
Right.
What's been surprising for me is how much we are diving inward to bring out something to make this even fuller when we share it with other people.
Yeah.
And what's over the top is you and your support and what you pour into this, and what you pour into, oh, I'm going to bring tears. What you pour into every one of us, like, with ease. Like, it just is you, and your spark is everywhere and all over this program. And it's a place I want to just be in there all the time.
You want to live in the Joy Facilitator program? Me too. Okay, can you share? Because I know some people might think like, well, why would I go and take Jillian's program? I don't want to be like Jillian. There's already enough Jillian in the world. What does it look like? Like, did you have those fears of like having to do something a certain way? And can you dispel those fears for others?
Yeah. Well, I mean, watching you, you're such a professional, and you're just amazing in your speaking and all that you do, that it is a little daunting. You go in like, I don't know if I can do that. But as we're moving through the program and learning more about ourselves and looking more into ourselves, you start to see how your past and your other things you've done, or just what you've lived, can be your magic. Like, you help us bring out our magic so that we shift the program to be ours.
Yeah.
And you have zero expectation for us to be like you. I know you don't want us to be Jillian's, and it's not possible to be Jillian. And I don't know, you're so excited to see your own work be shifted and melded in different ways, and light up the world in all these different ways. That's part of the magic of the program. It's exciting because you get to see your cohort like spreading what they're doing as well. So we're all just, I don't know, creating new stuff all the time.
Yeah, you are through you. And that's the point. And that does bring me absolute joy. I'm like, to have others who are doing this work alongside me, it's like creating this power team of joy leaders in the world, really reminding ourselves and each other and others of how easy it actually gets to be. I always say, we're here to feel good, but that doesn't always mean feeling comfortable. In fact, I know that from a soul perspective, we came here to really like shine and light it up, but that can be really scary. And I think Another aspect of the program which I love and encourage is the connection with each other. You know, you and the other members, the other students, because that's just such a huge part of what we're doing is that remembrance that it's together and that there's always people here to support and to cheer you on and to remind you of who you are in those places where we do maybe fall and stumble.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that. I think I also would love to hear because, you know, it's also being able to come in and I have watched you really step into courage and then be willing to be more of yourself, more authentic, more real.
Mm.
It's also, would you say, getting to heal certain things that maybe have stopped you from being who you really are until now?
Yeah, I think just using the joy method has helped me move past some of the blocks that were tough ones still, and not that they're all cleared. I'm still walking through a lot of things at the moment in moving into this joy leadership piece, and like we're getting closer and closer to the end of it. And I think that I don't know, I think it's the camaraderie, it's your coaching and your input into it, but then you and our cohort recognizing the light in us that's already there just helps us realize it.
Yeah.
And once you see it, can start to see it in yourself a little better, it's easier to show up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And can you see, Leanne? Because I can see it, but I want to know if it's true for you as well. Can you see where the pain that you've experienced in your life is actually part of your purpose now?
Absolutely. And I did have a sense of that before I started in the program. Like that's where all my work has come from.
Yeah.
But again, in the program, that's taken me to the next level and the next level of understanding how to translate my pain into power for others. That's been a big learning here. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for the world to hear more of it. What do you feel were there any was there any hesitation to stepping in? And what ultimately ended up turning it into a yes for you?
There was a hesitation because I mean, I've been training for I don't even know how many years. Like keep doing more things. And I said the last certification I did, I said, no, that's it. Now it's like work with the people. And so it was a like, what are you doing, Leanne? What are you doing? Here you are again. But the yes just it was absolutely because of my experience using the actual tool. That was the no-brainer. Once I saw and felt that shift, and it was profound. I mean, I've struggled with anxiety and depressive episodes for many, many years, and I was in that going into winter, it can be a little bit harder in people, right? And I was using the joy method to stay lifted this fall, right? I'm just not going to go there this year. And it actually really made that extra level difference. Using the EFT, using the method, using the meditation, like just the tools that I teach the people,
Yeah.
and it added that extra oomph, and so it was a no-brainer. I was like, "No, I have to share this. This is too good to keep secret."
I have a full shifts. I got the full shifts. Okay, and I think I just really want to celebrate the shit out of you for the way in which you have shown up. And, you know, from the start, I saw you were a joy warrior. You were like full on committed. I know we had talked about how you didn't have, you know, that daily practice was really a struggle at the beginning. I just want to really celebrate your discipline, your sacred discipline to move yourself through that. And now here we are, like 130 days later. This is such a big deal. And I just know you're going to be such an epic guide for those who maybe don't want to journal or don't want to meditate daily or don't see the benefit or have that challenge or that resistance to it. I know you're going to inspire and support so many in shifting their own lives by showing up fully for themselves. So I really want to acknowledge
Thank you.
your leadership. And, you know, joy leadership again is different than traditional leadership in terms of it's our modeling. It's the way in which we're showing up for ourselves that actually inspires those around us. That to me is true leadership, and that to me is who you are.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. I'm gonna correct you. It's 135 days, not 100.
Pardonnez-moi.
Finally, come
135.
on now. But what I want to say about that too is that it doesn't have to be serious. And like, I'm all in and I love to say the number because it means a lot to me from
Yeah.
my history. But also, it doesn't have to be perfect because there's days that I do it in my mind instead of on paper. And
Yeah.
then I'll come back to it later. But like, it's still there.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
still easy.
Oh, well, and
Yeah.
in the Join Us, actually, we have audios to walk people through. So when you don't have the ability to like physically journal, you're still doing the work. You're still using the Joy
Yes.
method. And that's, it's all of this is energy. I mean, I really feel like the future is frequency. And so the work we're doing now is really energetic. And that's the biggest difference, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So who do you think is a good fit for this program?
Do you want to live in a better world in any way? Then you should join the program. Because it just allows you to see ways that you can lift the world. And whether you have a bunch of certifications or not, or whether you want to work seriously with people or you just want to run around being a joy warrior, it doesn't matter because it's anybody that has that in their heart that is just thinking, "Oh, that looks kind of interesting. You need to do it."
Hmm. If you feel it.
It will change your life. Like it literally, whether you do anything for anyone else, it changes your life first. And then, well, you will change other people's lives just automatically because you can't not.
Yeah, I love that, Leanne. Okay, tell us, what are you most looking forward to? Who would you like? How can people get a hold of you? Where do we find more Leanne?
There's more Leanne I'm on Instagram, Modern Mystic Wellness on Instagram.
Yes.
That's just breaking ground.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to contact me right now, right through there. Once I graduate and get a little more serious in the website realm and all that, there will be websites, but Instagram's the best for now. I am on Facebook as well, Modern Mystic Wellness on Facebook.
Okay,
And
and
Leanne Mutlow on Facebook too.
can you tell us Modern Mystic Wellness? I just got full shivers. Tell us a little bit about what this means.
So it's really important to me. And in my healing journey, it was really important to me and profound when I started to understand the science behind how our brain and our nervous system work. And so that's where the modern part of my thinking, of my philosophy comes from. And the mystic part comes from I'm all about the oracle cards and energy healing and Reiki and just whatever it is, I'm all about it. And what I do with people is incorporate those energy healing practices with the science back so that there's an actual understanding of how your body works. And for me, what it did, Jillian, when I understood that, I felt less ashamed that I had broken down, that I had struggled so hard because I learned that, oh, it was my brain actually trying to protect me.
Right.
And so that is just at the basis of my work, and it's how I hold people, and it's really important to me for people to really understand that you're not broken, you're not damaged, your body's trying to protect you, and there's things that you can do to heal and move forward with such resilience and joy.
Okay, I'm feeling called to ask one more question because I know through program, like actually right from the start, you were sharing how you were actively using the joy method with your clients
Yeah.
and how supportive it was. I feel like asking you that question. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Just I started tiptoeing in as I was learning from you. I've got a few clients that I introduced. I'm very open with my clients, say, "Hey, I'm learning something new. You want to try this out?" And so I had a client that was really looking for something or needing something more just to keep that mindset going. She's done amazing things in her life over the last couple of years, and she was walking through some stuff. And I shared with her the 7-step method. And that was how easy it was at the very beginning. And I just taught her what I had been learning, and she started implementing it and was floored with the difference that it made for her. And that was like 2 weeks later, she was like, "Leanne, this is the best." And she hasn't stopped using it
That's awesome.
since then. So she's probably going on 90 days.
I mean, that's the length of a journal. Okay, that's the other piece that I want to share is that Joy Facilitators, we also have retail partnerships. So it's like you're kind of a wholesaler where you get to use the Daily Joy Journal, the leadership edition or the original edition with your clients, your students, your participants in whatever way feels aligned. So that's another piece where it's like something that you don't have to create because the wheel's already been invented.
It's all there. The tools are there. I'm so excited too because even with the tools that we learn in the program, and you've got the joy sessions ready for us, ready to go, I've got people, they're starting to poke that because I'm posting that I'm learning something new, I'm doing this, and people are starting to contact me and say, "Hey, how are you?" It's like they can feel it coming. That's what I believe, that the energy's building. They can feel it coming. And now I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm just going to start and I'm going to run a session and I'm going to contact those people that I've worked with before. And it's going to be just an easy transition into, yeah, this is just another tool that I've got.
Yeah, I love that. That is totally my belief is that it gets to be easy. Even us doing this interview right now was a
Yeah.
product of me being like, oh, I'm feeling like I'm really full. I am abundant. That means busy. I don't have a lot of time to like share the power of the program. And that's when it dropped in like what would feel joyful. I really believe in making joy our priority, making how we feel a priority. And that means when we're showing up in our marketing, it's got to feel good because the energy we're creating with is the energy that people feel. So it was like, let's just hop on, have some coffee, chat about the program.
Yes.
It's a win-win. We get to share about the program, but I also love like one of my greatest joys is literally sharing other people's magic and medicine and bringing energy and attention to you. Also, I'm just really happy to be able to do that as well. So
Well,
thank
couldn't be
you.
more grateful. I mean, I love doing this. I love helping you share. I think everyone needs to sign up, like everyone.
Okay, everyone is signing up. So speaking of signing up, so first of all, Leanne, thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me
Thanks for having me.
and sharing your joy with all of us. I feel like if you're open to people reaching out, not only for maybe some questions about facilitator program if they have them, but also reaching out to you for sessions and for booking
Absolutely.
as well. And if anyone who's listening is feeling called toward this work, I would just say, you can go check out the academyofjoyfulliving.com. Feel free to DM me, email me, reach out to me or Leanne or any of our joy facilitators to just check in and know and trust if you're feeling the call that there is a reason there and that your alignment, your aligned decision, your aligned yes is the most important thing. There's no pressure, there's no pushing or forcing. It is absolutely a soul calling. And if you feel it, the invitation is to reach out and let's explore it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's have fun together.
Let's have some fun together. Okay. Leanne, thank you for being here with me. You're just amazing. I'm celebrating you so big time and I can't wait to see what more magic gets to unfold with you.
I'm excited, Jillian.
Thank you. Love
Thank
you.
you. Love you too.
Okay, honestly, that was not English.